More now on our top story. The US President has formally unveiled what he calls the biggest step in tackling climate change. To tell us more, we're joined by Durwood Zaelke, who is president of the Institute for Governance and Sustainability Development in Washington, D.C. Thanks for joining us. Now, does Obama's plan signal that the US is finally serious about tackling climate change? What about the timing of this? Is this about the president's political legacy as well?
Well, it certainly is about his political legacy. He knows that climate change is the defining issue of the era. He brought to this speech a great deal of passion. He talked about kids and kids' health. He talked about how we have one planet, one home, and one chance to get this right. So he knows this is an important political issue, but he also knows it's an important issue for the economy, for health, and for peace and security.
Well, it's obviously an important issue, but can the plan withstand Republican opposition? And what about opposition from America's coal industry?
Well, the president has a very clever plan. He's using his existing executive authority, which is quite powerful, and he's going around Congress. Congress is reluctant to face up to the challenges of climate change, at least under the current circumstances. And so the president has found another way to address the problem. And the coal states will get some compensation. They will get some flexibility. The president has calculated that as well. I think the biggest challenge is going to come from the courts. And the courts are also part of the president's calculation. He's got a very defensible plan that should be able to withstand Supreme Court challenge.
Okay, so there's quite a lot of strategy involved here. Earlier, the president called his plan the single most important step America has ever taken in the fight against global climate change. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, the president has put this down as his signature climate deal in the United States. He's doing much more than this. He's doing the mileage standards to increase the miles that cars go on a gallon of petrol. He's doing the HFC phase down. This is a refrigerant under the Montreal Protocol and under domestic legislation. He's doing many, many pieces of the climate puzzle, but this is by far the biggest one. This represents 1/3 of all the climate emissions in the United States.
All right. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining us with those updates.